Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Looney Tunes World of Mayhem. All right, we're gonna get into the very beginning of this. This is gonna be a basic tutorial for beginners, and it's gonna be going through a starter campaign. So I'm gonna be going through that here real quick, and we'll talk about a few things. Not really a whole lot to talk about at the beginning of this game because you got to do a lot of unlocking. So. Which is good because I'll explain as we get to those levels. But right now, I'll just talk about a few things. We're going to go through the tutorial, and they have a starter campaign, so you can get a few tunes, and then we'll go through them a little bit, and then we'll start our progression. Now, we'll go ahead and hit agree here. Now most of the games I do are free to play, like the match 3s I do. There are 2 games that I have little budget for. I do. This is one of them. I played this game when it first came up, but I haven't played it since. But I played it here the last couple of weeks just to get reacclimated. And it's it's changed a lot, but I did get a good grip on it. And then I have a golf game I do a little budget. Other than that, those are the only 2 games that I spend a little money. Usually probably around $50 a month, somewhere around that area. I keep it low, which is pretty low for a gamer, so. Alright, so we're going to skip the intro. We don't need to do that. We're going to get into the battle. This is going to be the first campaign. And then they'll actually get to the campaign itself. I got my coffee. It's nice and early in the morning. Nobody's bothering me. I love it. Alright, so we're going to get probably going to get bugs here at the beginning here. Alright, so Mervin here is going to go ahead and try. He's got his people here. He's got his people, but I have an AOE right there. It's area of effect. And what that does, it hits everybody. Alright, so he's not happy. Stop that thing, bub. We haven't even finished the tutorial yet. Okay. Oh dear. Now I am on BlueStack, so sometimes I get a little laggish here, but I love playing my games on computer. So welcome to the world. Okay, that's good. So let's get now. It's going to take me down. This is actually Pokey's on our team. Let's battle together to defeat the enemies. So this is going to be battle 1. All right, so we got now it's not going to let me touch anything else until I hit Roadrunner here, so. And it's not going to show me nothing, so we'll just have to talk about it when we get into the other battles. So we'll just let it do what it wants us to do. Alright, that's a heal. Now I am going to have a lot of playlists. I'm going to have playlists for campaigns, all campaigns. And I'll have one for events, I'll have one for teams and tunes, and then so far, at least that so far. That way, if you're interested in particular items and stuff, and education, I'll probably have one for just straight up education on the game. Well, actually, that's pretty much all those tunes be education. Alright, so let's go ahead. We just beat Battle 1, and it gave me, I don't think it didn't give me those, I know that. Alright, so let's go ahead and hit the home button. Let's go to the Reatomizer. Okay, so this is going to be at the tune store, and we're going to get ourselves, they're going to force me to use the Elitium to power up the Reatomizer and get ourselves some tunes. Now here's the thing, it's not going to let me show you, so I might just do what they want. Alright, so that's Lola. Excellent tune, says she's starting off. So that's 100, so that's going to be a 300 is a legendary, so this is going to be probably a rare. So alright, so we'll go ahead and hit home. 50 is a common, and 25 I think 50 might be uncommon. There's something I don't know how to do. I have to look it up. Alright, so reactivate Lola, which is an excellent tune starting off. Okay, now I should be able to click on her. Okay, Talent, Epic Defender, Rabbit, Power 1000. So it doesn't even say. Now if it was legendary, Granny says legendary on it. So okay, so they want me to level up my tune. They're not gonna let me. So they gotta force me to use my potion. Lola is the defender with lots of health. Okay. At the beginning of the game, that would be quite a bit. But I'll tell you what, it gets a lot higher. And I'm gonna tell you a couple tips and a couple tricks. I gotta get this heating pad off because it's starting to burn. All right, so let's go ahead. Remember to swing by the tune store and use the re-atomizer to unlock new tunes. Okay. And I'll have my strategies on that. So let's go ahead. 25-2. All right. Not sure what to do next quest. Always. Okay. We'll jump in there. All right. So they only have just the quest open up. And here's Daffy. So we're going to have to complete all the onboard quests. That's going to be the training ones. Trial by combat, win 4 battles, okay, to get 50 alluvium. Alright, so this is going to take me to the training campaign. So I get a win all 5, so that's not going to let me do anything. So it's going to give me Speedy Gonzalez here, so excellent tune for starting off. Okay, so this is my defender, so she can do taunt. And that's what this is. It's going to tell you exactly what you can do. Gain taunt and defense up for 2 turns and deal 52. So you want to automatically just get that going right off the bat because look at the health she has compared to everybody else. So you want everybody here going after her. So we're going to go ahead and put that taunt on. So now they have to go after her, which could strap them a little bit. And we don't need the heal. This is a heal. It's also the stat down. But we don't need to waste it because nobody needs it. So we're going to go ahead and do a hit. 47 damage. Okay. It's always good to take out the support. But I know him. He's a badass. So, but they both have 92. So let's go ahead and hit him. I'm going to stick with my old saying. Get rid of that support. Because he's like the glue, I guess. He puts them together. Alright. So let's go ahead and do that. 40 damage. And I'm going to go ahead and this is 2 attack down. Okay, they don't have 2 attack down right now, so I'm going to say go ahead and knock. If you have a chance to knock one out, I always do that. Just get them out of here. All right, let's get Mervin here. And we still haven't lost any, so I'm not going to waste. Counter up, increased counter. I don't know why it wasn't letting me doing that first. And what we got here? 40 damage attack down. So we do that. Okay, so that was a 3-star. Our goal is always to get 3 stars. Sometimes, depending on what type of campaign you're on, you don't have to do a 3-star. You just try to get through it, but. And we have some of those, and we'll get to them eventually. Okay, way to go, Chief. All right. So back to home. They're going to want us to activate Speedy Gonzalez. All right. So hit the OK. Hit that. We're doing great. Jump back into the campaign. All right. We're going to do battle 3. I think there's only 5 battles, so. Alright, so now we're going to toss Speedy in there. But once we get Daffy, Daffy's going to be more powerful than Bugs, but... Okay, so this is an AoE for Speedy. I love it. He hits all 3 of them with this, and this is going to get some good damage to him. Look at that, knocks him right down. Alright, I'm going to do the taunt. Always a good start there. Alright, and we don't need to do no hit, but we're going to go ahead and take him out. So he's out. Oh, that didn't work. Okay, he'll take him out though. So he didn't even get a hit off, so that's the goal. Build up your speed so they don't even get to hit you. Alright, so let's go back home. Probably get activated another. Okay, tap to skip. Okay, we're on level 2, which is good. So every time we level up, we're going to get an extra max energy plus a little reward. See if they show me. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and put my name down here. Since it's T3 gaming, I always put my T3 down there. Alright. Alright, so it's not showing here. Not yet, because we haven't finished the campaign, and or I would talk about it. Alright, so we get 10 of those, and they're not going to let me do anything. Alright, check here to see who's taking the next turn. That's what I do right there, yep. Toons have a blue border, while enemies have a red one. Okay, that's fair enough. The green bar shows the Toon's health. Okay, yep, we know that. The pink bar is the turn meter. It fills based on speed. When full, the Toon takes a turn. Okay. So we kind of get an idea past this by looking at this. So Bugs is about halfway, but he's down here. So they're only getting one turn. Okay, so we got 4 to his 1. So we probably could almost knock him out all the way. Okay, we're going to go ahead and taunt. Get that support out here if we can. I could have swore I had it over here, but oh, so he did get a shot off. Alright, so we're about done with the training campaign. Then we'll slip into a couple quick details I want to talk about, and we'll call this the first introductory video, and we'll start getting some pretty cool things. Alright, so we're on Battle 5. Okay. And here we go. Foghorn Leghorn here. Right. I didn't see that. Alright, let's go ahead and throw out the ear. So we got 3 hits right out the bat. So we're going to go ahead and taunt. And she gets 2 randoms. I was hoping it would hit Foghorn here. Alright, let's go ahead. Take out the bugs. Okay, we'll take him out. Area. I can't believe I didn't take him out. Alright, so that's easy enough. You're not supposed to lose a starter campaign anyway. Alright, so we got some more Toon pieces. And the Looney, that's what we want to collect, and these gems. Again, I will spend around $50 a month, but I look for good deals. If I can't find a good deal, I won't put the money. I'm not going to buy a basic package. That's just not a good deal to me. All right. So let's go ahead and get in here. And we're going to talk about a few things. Win 4 battles. So they're going to go ahead and collect some things. All right. Jump in here again. Collect the Daffy, and we got 5 golden tickets. Okay, so we're going to talk about all that, and we're going to activate the Daffy. I'll probably replace Bugs with him because he starts off with so much higher power than. Look, he's over 1,000 already. That's twice as much as Bugs. Okay, so tap to skip. So we're at level 3 right now. We get +1 max energy, which I'm going to show you, and we get 10. So if you look up here, it was 44. Now it's 45, and then we start getting some extras on top of that. You should very easily get yourself up to 1,000 energy. Okay, so now since I completed the starter campaign, they're going to put me on a road to getting. This is the house party team, which we'll talk about. Okay, so I will eventually get Sylvester, the Tweety Bird, Hector, and Granny. This is a badass team. Once you get it tuned up a good amount and get them leveled up, and this is going to be a tough team. It's a defending team. That's a great defending team, especially early game. This game has gone so far way out of crazy. I don't know, if it's the best. I'm sure they'll get better as we go. So it's just, and the good thing is that they guide us a little bit by telling us what teams, and I'll show you that once we get there. So let's go ahead and claim the 25 here. Okay, so this is going to be the campaigns we do. If you look in the campaigns, we'll be able to do first encounter all the way through, and it's pretty easy. So if I go down here to Act 6, we'll get up to 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, and 10,000, usually relatively quick, and we'll be able to burn through this here. If I get a solid tune-up on that granny team, I could probably be at 7,000 and win this here, because of the great defense that it has. So this will be the first act that we get done, which I'll put in a playlist. It's called First Encounter. The thing is, once you get this first encounter done, that's just the first chapter. Then you get all these chapters to unlock at certain levels. Okay. All right. So we are now at 3. So let's go ahead and talk about now here in the mill. You're gonna get mail every day, especially when you start doing brawling and stuff. You're gonna get rewards, and you gotta come in here, click and claim. So if you see the red exclamation point, come in here and see what you're gonna have. Something goodies in here. You'll get your tournament rewards, all kinds of stuff. All right, so let's go ahead and pop out of here. Now, Illudium. Okay, this is something. Again, we're not gonna want to get, and a lot of you are gonna do this, and I'm telling you, it's gonna cause you a nightmare. Don't go in to your spin the wheel. Don't use all your Looney and collect all these tunes. All this is going to do is create a nightmare for you. Okay, I got 4 tunes. Now I can manage 4 tunes. I'll probably get up to 8 or 12 relatively quickly because I'll be going for the LeBron Dunkett series and stuff like that to get those tunes. And we'll probably collect one here and there. But when you do, you want to try to level them up, all of your tunes. That's what I do. I like to, like if I'm at level, you can only go up to as high as your level. So let's say I'm at level 15. I'm going to use my potions and keep farming the potions and try to get all my tunes up to level 15. You want to keep graduating, because if you get behind on this, you're going to have a nightmare, especially if you get to a point where you need a tune to fill up that filled up a team, and you get like 2 of them that are already well on its way, and you got to go all the way back to level 1, and you just don't have the resources to get it up to say level 38, 39, and then tune it up because you are trying to gradually get most of them up. Now, I'm not saying you have to get them all up to the max, but get them with a good amount of a good start. What I'm saying, okay, you'll see how I do it when I get them. So right now my team is going to be, Lola's going to be in the first, because you always put the fastest one in here. I think she's going to probably be the best one. I put her first, and then I'll probably go with the Daffy, Healer, and then Speedy. That's how I kind of did it there. All right, so let's go ahead and I keep that default because then it goes in the order I get them. So alright, so again, Illudium, just keep collecting, because if you start using it, you're going to start getting a whole pile of tunes, and just makes things silly. And then gems, do not spend your gems. We'll talk about gems, just let them keep piling up. Okay, at some point in time, things are going to start getting a little off balance here. Do not use your gems to be opening up crates because you can't defend them or whatever. It's not worth it. Most of what we'll probably end up using gems for will probably be to refresh our energy once we get that up to over 100, because we'll start farming materials and potions and stuff. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump into the tune store, see what they, like I said, they're not offering us much right now. Okay, eventually we'll be able to come in here and get some free stuff. We are not going to spend gems on any of this. We will, however, I only get 2,000. I own 1 dynamite. I will, once I start getting some coins, we'll come in every day and collect our materials. We want to get as many as these, because these are for early on tune-ups. You're going to want to have a whole bunch of them because a lot of tunes use them. And same here with the 2,500. We don't have enough coins to be coming in here and doing it. So. And then every day we're going to want to come and get the medium XP potion. So it only gives us 1, so that's not very good. But Then we're going to go to the re-atomizers. They only got one showing here. Eventually, they're going to have a whole bunch from different factions. And we're going to want to come in here every day because we'll have our daily quest. And we're going to have to do one of these. So we're going to try to keep it in a faction that we have so we don't collect all kinds of new tunes. And then eventually, this 3 will turn into a watch an ad and you get a free. I think normally you'll get 5. I think it runs out at 5. So you definitely want to do, if you're a free to play player, you definitely want to come in here and take advantage of these free pieces you're going to get every day. All right. So let's go ahead and go back here. Oh, did I go back to tunes? Then we got, now like I said, I will, that's a good deal. When you see a welcome offer, get 600 gems and 5 loyalty tokens. I'll probably buy this because it only offers it one time. This is probably a pretty good to get 600 gems. Like I said, I usually budget for 5. Now, am I going to spend $100 to get? No way. $100 to get 125. And I'll explain this more in detail because right now the event's not up there yet. And the event pertains to getting these loyalty tokens. And if all you're going to give me is 125, that's just not worth it. So I don't buy any of these. This game, believe it or not, is really generous on giving you gems, so you can really farm them pretty good. And then no, you can collect these golden tickets so easy. Don't be wasting your gems on them, and don't be buying gold with them either. 350 for a 50k. You can get all this stuff. You just got to be patient and let it add up a little bit. Okay. So these here, just let them keep adding up, and there'll be other things that we want to keep it adding up to. Okay, spin the wheel. Now, and I'm not gonna be over exaggerating here. I'll probably build this up to over 100 tickets. Okay, and because there will be an event that comes out that will require to use these. Now these are the blue ones. I'll still let them stack up quite a bit, and you can get. I think. I'm on BlueStack, so sometimes this thing gets funny and it tells me it's out of ads and stuff like that. But I think you can get 3 of these too. That's the most I've gotten. So you let me know if you get more than that. And you'll get 3 spins, okay? Again, we want the Tweety, we get the Speedy, so Lola's there, Porky. So we have good ones, but I'm telling you, you're mostly going to land on this one and get a different tune. All right. So I'm going to let these add up. And hopefully, I don't know if the blue ones end up in tournaments, but I like to do 25 and do them all at one time. So have a video just for the tickets. All right, so that's spin the wheel, and then like I said, we get counters. So every time we come in here and we do events, which we'll be opening up these events here, which would be cool, but we have to get to a certain level. Every day you come in here and you do this. Well, I'd rather ask ads because I haven't got really into the game yet. But you can do that 5 times. It's going to give you 10 gems. So that's 50 gems a day, 1,500 a month that you get. So definitely take advantage of that. Okay. Now again, I do have a little budget here. I use about $50. So I'm not going to be probably doing this because I don't like sitting here watching ads all day. But that's why I kind of invest a little. So I'll be looking for great packages where I can get a lot of everything that I need. Okay, so now let's go in here. You want to keep your notifications on. I turn this off because I don't want the sound doing. Because when you get the crates, it'll let you know. I'm pretty sure it'll let you know, but I keep it off because it'll pop on the screen, and I don't want that happening. I do a lot of videos, so, but I pop in regularly, so. But that'll give you an opportunity to be able to protect your crates in the brawl. So let's go ahead. Now we're connected already, so we're just going to leave it right there. Not going to do anything. And this is your player ID. If you ever need to use it, you copy that. Like if you have to contact support or whatever for maybe you purchased something and you didn't get it, you'll need to have that ID. All right, so that is all that is available to us. We haven't opened up. Level 10 is when we get to Lions. Level 8 is when the brawls open up, so we're going to have to get to that. So basically, we're going to be working on campaigns until we level up a little bit, and you will level up very quickly in this game, at least up to 40. So you got to be kind of strategic about how you do it, so you don't run out of a whole bunch of stuff. And there is going to be, these are welcome offers, but they're going to be a super tune thing once you get into it, and we'll talk about that when it happens, because it's not up yet, and I don't like talking about things that it's not up. So this is just an introductory beginners. No tips here, just a couple tips that I threw out, because there ain't nothing to do except for getting a campaign and get our level up high enough so we can open up showbiz and get the brawling going, so we can start getting some things done here. Alrighty, so that's going to be it for this video. So we will see you on our next episode of Looney Tunes World of Mayhem. So you all have a great day.